Let me give you all an example of an algebraic fraction. Alright? Now, algebraic fractions can come in a variety of ways. But the words themselves kind of already indicate to you what to expect, right? So when you hear algebraic fractions, aside from something scary, a whole set of letters, things you don't like, a big headache, tell me, what can you picture as an algebraic fraction? What do you think you'll see if you were told that you're dealing with algebraic fractions? Okay, anything else? A letter over a number. So let's say something like this. Yeah? Alright. So this is one particular form of a nice little algebraic fraction. You can also have algebraic fractions that look like this. Right? This is an algebraic fraction. Then you can have things that look like this. And not to scare you, but even algebraic fractions can look a little like this. Alright? Jessica, I hope your headache is not worsening right now. Alright. Miss, why algebra have to come into everything? It always wants to be. Yes, algebra is that Wednesday of the friend group, always in the middle of everything. So these are some examples of algebraic fractions. Algebraic fractions can have an algebraic term in the numerator and the denominator. The algebraic fraction, the fraction can be the coefficient of a variable. So I want you all to take note of these. These are what algebraic fractions look like. So when we start talking about algebraic fractions, you're going to be seeing all of this, and then at some point in time, you're going to be like, a bunch of gibberish. But all you have to be able to do is understand how to work with fractions and how to work around with your variables, and you'll be able to make the most of your experiences with algebraic fractions. Alright? So, let's see. Miss, I highly doubt algebra even have a friend group. Dear algebra, please stop asking me to find your ex. He's never coming back. Don't ask me why. Clearly, algebra might not have many friends. Sad. Yeah, she's a loner. So, let's talk a little bit about the most simple scenario of dealing with algebraic fractions. Alright? You all know how to work with fractions, and 5 out of 4 people would say they hate fractions because that's just how troublesome fractions can be. Because for some reason, I don't know what it is, fractions and everybody don't mix too well from primary school, and then they come into secondary school with that resentment towards it, and then when you introduce algebraic fractions, it's like, oh god, where's yet? So we're going to talk about some simple algebraic fractions, sums and differences, right? We're doing addition and subtraction, sums and differences. So let's say I wanted to do addition of 2 algebraic fractions like these two. Anybody wants to tell me? This is a over 3 plus a over 3. Anybody wants to tell me what they would get if I ask you to simplify it? Sorry for my answers coming in late. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna put the answers right here. So I heard somebody suggest a over 6. Okay. It's how she starts to like hesitate, like somebody going to crack she something for A. Come, look at it again. I want you all to tell me a over 3 plus a over 3, and I want you all to think about fractions. So pretend that a was not there. Make it simple in your mind. Pretend that a wasn't there. What do you think this answer would be? If you didn't see the a, what would you put? Okay, Jessica is saying a squared. Say it back. No, tell me. I think you were saying the correct answer just now. You're doubting yourself right now. So, tell me, what do you think? Stephanie. Stephanie says A over 3. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, that still is a better attempt. Let's go. If we didn't have the A's involved, the answer would be 2 over 3, wouldn't it? Right? So let me just take this off before we start to confuse ourselves even more into oblivion. Okay. 2 over 3. So I want you all to think about it, like I had asked before. Pretend you did not have these algebraic things. This was a 1/3 and this was a 1/3. How would you add 1/3 and 1/3? What would you get if you added 1/3 and 1/3? Anybody? That's it. You add the numerators, so you get 2/3. So this is why I was saying that if it is, you know how to work with fractions. Here, working with the algebraic fractions is going to be kind of the same thing. Alright? It's just that you're going to have some variables involved. Now, if 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 is 2/3, why it is when we see the algebraic one now, all of a sudden we want to put a over 6, or a squared over 6, or guesstimate. I don't know. I don't know what it is happens the minute we start to introduce variables, but don't let it, like I always say, don't let something strange intimidate you, alright? If the denominators are the same for fractions, the rule that we know when it comes to adding fractions, if the denominators are the same, you add your numerators, and your answer would just be the sum of the numerators over your denominator, right? So that's where the 1 and the 1, we get a 2, and the denominator is 3. So the same is going to apply right here with our algebraic fractions, alright? So we'll wrap it up when you'll tell me the answer to a over 3 plus a over 3 now, alright? So the first thing that I want you all to do, look at the denominators. Are the denominators the same, y'all? Yes, they are. Now I want you all to look at the numerators. Are the numerators the same? Exactly, it's a over 3 plus a over 3, which is kind of the same as saying I'm adding a third and a third. So what do you think you will get as the answer? When you add a third and a third, you would have gotten 2/3, but this time it's a over 3 plus a over 3. So let's see what you think you're getting as the answer. So Jessica says, there you go. Just change that 6 for Mado. The 6 is very much not supposed to be happening because your denominators are the same. We don't add the denominators. Remember that. We don't add the denominators. So what's going to happen here is this. Add a and a. What would I get? A plus a is what? What's this form class again? 2a. There we go. This is 2a. And like I was saying, the rule for fractions, right? The denominators are the same, so you just add your numerators. So you get 2a over 3. Alright? Oh, that's why. Okay, that's alright. So, what I want you all to kind of look back on is how you would work with fractions. How would you do addition and subtraction with fractions? And next week, when we continue algebraic fractions, hopefully this concept will not feel so foreign. Okay? So, I'm leaving you all here for today with algebraic fractions. Remember what we just talked about there, and next week we're going to further develop on it. Alright? Next week most likely is physical. So anyways, do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Look out for the assessment a little later this evening. That's the end of season scientific notation. And I shall see you all again next week Tuesday. Take care everybody. Bye.